Got my workout in, back in the house. I got 11 minutes in theory until the clan is allowed to get out of their room. I have a plan today. Besides starting off by doing my dishes I didn't do last night. I got these ribeyes that I got that I decided I did not like. I got 3 of them here. And I'm gonna put them in the sous vide machine today at a higher degree, like 160, 165, and just cook them all day. I'm not sure when I'll be able to get home for lunch. So I'm gonna make sure and bring a lot of electrolyte water, stay hydrated, but I'm hoping that cooking those longer will really add some flavor somehow. I might just be really depressed. They're not horrible, they're edible, they're just mostly flavorless. The meat, the fat tastes fine. All right, let me do these dishes. Maybe a good time to clean out my sous vide machine. Yeah, we'll do that too. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Day 24. 1 week to go. Not like I'm counting. I just drank a glass of cold water and it was so good. Yeah, I think the reason I was getting some cramps last night in my leg was because I might be a little dehydrated. My scale says I'm fine though. Right, I'm gonna put these 3 ribeyes in the sous vide machine. Bam. And I got it set to 165 degrees. 165 degrees. And again, these ribeyes were a select grade and they had not a lot of flavor. So I'm gonna try this and I'll let you guys know how it goes. But at this point, I'm not sure I'm gonna even waste my time ever buying select grade ribeyes. Maybe I'll talk to the butchers if I ever go back there again. Be like, what's the deal? Where did this come from? What was its name? Who was the farmer? They'll be like, I don't know. At least the stuff from Costco told me it was Australian, so I could welcome it to America. Be polite and stuff. Say goodbye to post-workout morning Aaron. And say hello to Test. I made it home for lunch. It's only 2:30. I'm looking at my watch. It just got a notification, but I wanted to show me how many steps I got. 11,200. Not bad. The test is gonna be the meat juice. Heat up the pan. That's hot. I overcooked the steak on purpose. Yeah, that's too hot to hold on right now. And I got my salt, but what am I gonna do with 25 pounds? That got hot enough that it melted some of the fat. So it tastes like pot roast. Don't hate it. That's pretty good. I'm a meat juice connoisseur. A sommelier, or whatever they call it. Or just a weirdie. Well, out of paper towels. Yeah, just overcooked it. Sample it. I mean, there's no salt on it now. Let me grab the 25 pounder. I'm gonna grab a knife and cut this kabox. When you get 25 pounds of salt and it comes in a box this big, thought it'd be a bigger box. Yeah. Redmond's real salt, not a sponsor. Looking at the back of this, the nutrition on it, check this out, 0, 0, 0. The only thing that it says it has is sodium, and the ingredients, ancient sea salt. Honestly, if I would have had my way, I would have got the kosher size instead of the fine, but all they had was fine in bulk, and I wanted to save money in the long run. So I need to find a container to put this in. I used my 10-pound bucket for something else. There's salt everywhere. I'm feeling assaulted. Tonight is man night at the Kilby house, meaning I get to do whatever I want. Which means I'm gonna clean my car and find something to put all this salt in. Yeah, like a responsible person. I guess until then I'll just finish off this Himalayan pink salt. All right, let's cook this steak. That's already cooked, but let's sear it. Maillard reaction. Going for it. I feel like sometimes if you don't put the fat in there, it'll kind of burn easier. These pans don't burn that easy, but without the fat. I don't know if you can see that, but that got nice and Maillardy. Kind of seems disrespectful to the animal to cook it over this much. But they didn't taste good otherwise. I'm gonna sit over here. There's salt all over the table. Hear that? That's nice. Still doesn't taste right. Nice and tender still though. Nice and tender. The fat tastes pretty good. There's just something about this select grade that I got from this butcher shop. Just not the best steaks. I will never buy select grade again. Unless it's like super cheap, and then probably not. And it might not even be the fact that it's select. It just could have been the farm. That being said, I'm not going to waste it or feed it to the dog. I'm going to eat it. I overcooked it on purpose. I want to make sure I say that. Those fatty pieces taste just fine. Let's see if I got any comments. I'll just go through a couple. I mean, Tavana on the trail. I know you don't need our permission, but you have it. We don't want your wife to be mad at you. Talking about yesterday's video where I was talking about going and breaking my lion diet by having a little bit of seasoning on some prime rib at Texas Roadhouse with my wife for her 16th wedding anniversary. There's a message from Svetislav Gairov. I'm probably butchering it, but this says, behind your smile, I feel there's so much pain from understanding the reality about human weakness. You are so honest with yourself. Thank you. Keep going. Wow, I just saw this. Can you hear my kids yelling? Yeah. Makes it hard to think of. Hey, Faith Lorraine, that is enough. I'm still contemplating this message. I mean, human weakness is a real thing. And I've struggled with a lot of weakness in my life. A lot of pain, a lot of suffering. And I do try to joke it off and smile, and I try not to be too serious about stuff. Because life is too short. I like to greet people with a smile. And I think we all owe it to ourselves to be as honest with ourselves as we possibly can. It's hard to know when. Hard deep, man. Happy, good morning. I enjoyed your today's workout video, and thanks for the special treat at the end. Have a blessed day, Dolby family. I've been going live on Tuesday mornings at 7 a.m. Eastern time. And yes, I did a little dance at the end. Richard Johnson. There is no lion police. Enjoy your wife's company and your special day together. I won't lose my carnivore card. There's a lot of good messages here. Prosperity for all. Triumph. LOL, the dog is jealous of your diet. Yeah. You should be too, if you're not doing it. Alright, I'm not going to keep you guys. I'm going to have something similar for dinner. I'm going to bring you closer so the kids can hear me. But for tonight, our kids have been pretty good at dinner time, but I'm going to do an experiment instead of like, saying things like sit at the table and eat your food and don't put your knees up and get off the table and all these things. I'm going to do an experiment tonight. My wife's involved in it, where I'm going to tell the kids, after we get all at the table and we pray and ask the blessing, I'm going to tell them there's no rules tonight. Do whatever you want. We're going to see how this goes. A couple thoughts. They'll think it's a trick. Some will probably. There's a good chance that the baby might get up on the table. Hey, there's a good chance I might get up on the table. Cut this out. Sometimes the stress as being a parent, just being an adult, it gets so high. And I just had it impressed upon me that I should try something like this. And, well, it could be a complete disaster and nothing good will come of it. But me and my wife are just going to sit back and we're going to just kind of take the weight off of us for one meal. Being a parent is heavy. All right. See you at dinner time. Test. On this episode of Grumpy Gourmet. See why she married me?
It's the jokes, friends.
It's the jokes. I'm gonna eat 2 ribeyes. Drink some meat juice. Then we're gonna do our little experiment. This dog always lays at my feet. You have to move. Learn English. I just realized that I forgot to weigh my first meal. But everything was about 11, 12 to 14 ounces when I packaged it. Okay, that's hot. Dog, you gotta move! Got some red mint salt in here. Open up the bag, but I don't have a container to put it in, which is playing with fire around this house. Ooh, salt in there. Oh, that's coming out like crazy. I think I just put this in the one that I broke. So one benefit of overcooking this is the meat juice gets all that fat in it. Render some of it out. Tastes really good. I'm gonna sear these up and we're gonna eat. Oh man. Trying to do 2 meals at the same time can get a little bit challenging. Is this sous vide machine still on? All right, let's see how this steak is. Probably just like the one at lunch, but this experiment. We were looking, we say this out of earshot, but this morning my kids were eating pancakes from Pancake Mix, and I was looking at the ingredients because I've been kind of a butt nugget lately, like watching what they're eating, and it's like it's getting complicated. I'm trying to get my family in the hell too, and then I was just looking at the pancake mix, and then it's like, oh, stuff made from bioengineered stuff, and then I just something about that earlier. So the label on stuff and just saying it's all GMO products and just bioengineered in labs, and I feel like it's just getting out of control. Like I was like, what is that? Is that like lab grown eggs? And it won't be long. They're just gonna put that stuff in there. It's a miracle that they're even writing that now. But just a little confession, I got a text from my wife saying I should never give them the pancakes because the behavior for the kids got worse. And it's just interesting. We've been noticing and trying to pay attention, like what you feed your children affects their behavior. I mean, everyone knows that, but me getting on this health kick and teaching my family stuff, we're noticing it. All right, well, lead by example. Let's eat. Why is it still smoking? You guys, you're burned something? Hey, dog. This is my steak. All right, let's ask the blessing in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so tonight, hey, hold on. So tonight, so many times we come to the table, right? We come to the table, and like we're always giving you rules, right? Like, sit at the table, eat over your plate, don't talk with your mouth open. Lots of different rules like that, right? Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, it's exhausting for me and your mom. So today we're taking a day off. Today there's going to be no parenting and there's no rules. Do whatever you want. And do whatever you think is right.
Okay.
So everyone, as long as you can do it respectfully.
Yeah, no rules at the Kilby table. Whatever you think that means.
I'm gonna make my dinner for the rest of the night to you, so everyone's good. Can we play the rest of the night? People without to be I said to do it right.
You can have applesauce.
You mean for like the rest of the night? Or for like
No, dinner. Let's see how it goes. Would you look at that? 4,417.
that's a lot.
Yeah. And one of these days I'll get all to these comments when I stop editing until 10 o'clock at night. Whoa! It's all crooked. All right. We'll see how this experiment goes. This overcooked steak is so great. The only redeeming quality is the fat.
No.
I'm gonna say it.
What?
Why did somebody?
She just came up next to me and said, "Meat." You have anything to say before I shut this off for the day?
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah. It's a test. What?
It's not a test.
He just said it's not a test.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us today.
Test.
I'm gonna cut this one off and finish this overcooked steak and find joy in my heart to go do some errands before I start editing for the night. More.
Test.
Why don't you go eat your chicken alligator? Yeah, I guess there's no rules, so I better eat this before I starve to death. Colby out.
Awesome. I go